Heidi, I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. This is a demo for an upcoming game coming out in early 2023.
The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit. And what of you? I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Now, I have no clue how I missed this game, but it's actually looking super cool. So it sort of blends in like a supernatural tale into more of a detective style game, which I'm definitely down for. So hopefully this comes out sometime in October, because if it does, we'll definitely be checking it out for Halloween. Alright, so we can't read the newspaper.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
No, I just want to look around. That is correct.
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
This man is a fraud. That man there is a celebrity.
That man, well, the real Amos Colby lies 6 feet under in London.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to get
wish
to
to
the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my care.
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Alright, so what on earth happened to us? So we came to a psych ward to speak to somebody, and somehow we ended up in a cell. Mister!
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
He's really just sleeping there? You're not even... useless. Alright, so open, skip... Wait, what? Okay, so inside the lock, we can sort of learn how to lockpick. I'm with you. So how would you... Okay, so basically you pull it out, and then you stick it in, and it theoretically should be able to line up with one of the pins. Like so. Alright, so over here in the front, we need to move this up just a little bit if I remember correctly, so hold on. Let's go ahead and take a couple tries to make sure the lock lines up, because I know that one was the highest. Alright, so that guy needs to come down just a little bit. The first one needs to come down because you want to have it lined up over here in the middle. I'm with you now. This is a really cool lockpicking design. I've never seen a game actually go through this kind of setup. So let's try just like a basic peek in every single one. Stick it inside and see what we got. Alright, so the first and fourth one, perfect. The third one needs to go up about 2 spaces, and the second one needs to go about 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sit it on the inside here and see what we got. Bam! Okay, so now we should be able to open it. Nice! Left shift to run.
A truncheon,
First we need to...
not the typical tool for a nurse.
You're not gonna pick up the weapon? Alright, so we got block A. Investigate the scene found. So are we in some sort of like prison? Apothecary. So I'm kind of curious to see, like, obviously it said that we're starting out in chapter 3, so maybe there's a better explanation on why we ended up here. Patient Eloise K. diagnoses dermatillomania. Probably butchering that. Sorry about that. Commentary. Nail trimming every day. Do not untie her hands, even if she won't stop screaming. Patient Maurizio diagnoses mania dissociation. Commentary. After the incident with the nurse, prescribed therapeutic fasting for a week. Mention Josephine to make him more manageable. Mariana W. Hysteria. Keep raising the dosage until she forgets the child tutor is quite acceptable. Niles. Nervous breakdown. Do not allow any visits. All letters sent to the patient must be destroyed. Alright, so we know they're obviously hiding stuff from the patients. We got some sort of needles?
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Alright, so we got syringes.
Someone there?
You never call out, is somebody there?
Who's there? Show yourself.
Are you blind?
Hey, what are you doing?
I got a needle. My plan was to, you know, like, knock him out with the needle. Alright, so hold on. Do we have to pick it up again? Alright, we got the needle still. Is there anything on the table that we can use? Alright, so we got 0 out of 3 evidence. So we need to locate something around here.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment.
Not really a clue. That's just saying they got good stuff.
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp.
So the original table that we couldn't find the third clue, all you gotta do is walk to the left here, and then you're able to actually inspect the bottle.
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
Looks like we can't interact with any of the other people here.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The gall, the impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, First Consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Okay, so that patient hates the guards. That could be useful.
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Alright, so there's some sort of ship design. I was trying to figure out which one was saying it. Looks like it was her. Storage room. Alright, so same exact deal here. Pull the lock outside. So we know this one's just going to need like a small bump. We're going to try to do this the right way. So hold on. So let's stick it in. So we need... I'm going to guess 3, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. I don't know. Right? Almost. All right, so we just need to fix the fourth one, sorry. Do it simple like so. We almost nailed it. All right, there we go. Z to highlight interactive areas in the environment around you. Okay, so this just sort of helps us find clues. All right, 0 of 2.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
Bird on... There we go.
A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Alright, so this is the first time that we found all the clues. Let's see, we got you. Professor Gygax, I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequences of your inexcusable actions. My sessions with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods as a barbaric malpractice. If, as you so boldly claim, you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Becker, Director of Black Edelweiss. Okay, so the main guy doesn't actually support what's going on here, so that's good to know. Oh, what's this?
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
So I'm guessing at the end of the level, we piece together everything that we find and be able to figure out who's the criminal?
And the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already. R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
Alright, so we got the photo on the wall. We read all the books, at least the titles. Ooh.
I can make out the names listed here. This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil.
That only counts as one?
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter?
Okay, so the handle.
It's still operational.
Were you able to go up the ladder, I wonder? Hold on, we have the painting here to look at, and I think that's everything.
Institution. Vogel would be delighted.
Ladder goes nowhere. Examination room. That's where the last guy got carried on to. Okay, so we can sort of get a glimpse of what happened to the detective that came here. Now, were we supposed to lie to him? I wonder.
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance.
You can use the needle and get a little bit of a tolerance going
I'd rather
on.
not sit in this chair ever again.
That's interesting. That means he remembers.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Okay, so we got a map of the facility.
I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
I like how out of everything, it's just, oh, that door's locked. We're dead. I wonder if these are the developers. You've got a new question into your mind palace. Open the casebook. Let's see. All right, so let's see here. How to safely remove the Block B guard. So we got a syringe. We got a sedative. And metal tubes. Use a handmade blowpipe. It could be possible to sedate the guard from a distance using a handmade blowpipe. Perhaps one of the tubes from the storage room could suit. Okay, so hold on. Now we got the pipe. Scene completed, so theoretically we should be able to use it now. Because we already picked up the chemicals, we picked up the needle. Mr. Doctor! May as well store him inside of our cell, right?
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance.
And taking, you know, his uniform? That's not a bad idea. Alright, so we've got some sort of medical bottles here. Okay, so we got more of the stuff that knocks us out.
Manufactured and packaged here.
So I'm going to have to go off the assumption that this is another area that's having some issues. Oh, there it goes. Letter to Mr. Snizer. I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I'm sure you are as concerned about it as your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident your combined efforts will lead to speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of the process. If you succeed at drawing the officials' attention away from the precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you safe, sound, and free of the unfortunate illness. Yours sincerely, Professor Gygax. Okay, so that clue worked. It just took a second for a dash to pop up. The bottle, however.
Manufactured and packaged here.
Doesn't seem to have anything else significant going on. Oh, the cork.
This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
There it goes. All right. So the bottle just had two things he had to inspect. Ooh, this is where all the dangerous criminals are. What on earth is going on in this place? That was kind of creepy. You know, now that I'm starting to think about it, we are technically in a nurse's outfit, so some people might not be as...
Or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I
said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
Well, she's a real charmer. Gerda? I'ma just leave you in there. Restricted area. That's not good. Alright, so hold on. So they got the water running. Creepy doll.
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on Haunted Doll Watch.
Straw doll, nothing that we can actually use.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
Perhaps we could give it back to Heidi?
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
Okay, so they threw the doll in the furnace to cook it, basically.
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Alright, so hold on. Here you go, Gerda.
Make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
What happened to the foreign patients? What do you know about Gygax? Do you know Professor Becker?
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was alright.
Why are you here?
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Do you know Professor Becker?
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
And what happened to the foreign patients?
Tell me all you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear, and the screams would stop.
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Okay, so we got some of the clues, which we sort of pieced that together on our own by finding the African garb. Alright, so hold on. Let's come down this corridor real quick, just in case it takes us somewhere that we don't want to go to. See if there's anything else that we can find. We got another room back here. Restricted area. Concentrations help you pick up smaller details about the world around you. Press Q to observe the objects more closely. Don't forget to pin relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. What on earth? Georgian. Okay. This is where all the foreigner people were stored. You know what? That's a good thing. If you speak a different language, make sure you write the letterings on the wall. That way someone might actually be able to figure out where you were. Because without that, we would just assume it's everybody else, like Heidi in here. Young adult, male, Dutch. A weak-minded subject eager to follow the orders, perceive rewards, strong build, dose with 0.4 milligrams. Adult male, Romanian, the subject remained violent, requiring the need for traditional sedatives. Once calm, the dosage for the subject was minimal, 2 milligrams. So we got adult male, Ainu, language incomprehensible, subject is thus assumed mad. Subject possesses a lighter, more agile frame, and as such, smaller dosage was required, 0.2 milligrams. Adult male, Maori, language incomprehensible, subject is thus assumed mad. So the subject was large and required above average dosage of 0.8 milligrams. All subjects in good condition, showing signs of obedience, regardless of race or native language. They must move on to further testing. Okay, so we got another bottle of the sedative again.
This is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
We got also another clue. Something sticking out. I think it was broken off or something.
Orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Alright, so before we get too crazy, we know for a fact that we need one more clue to complete the Mind Palace, because we got 2 of the 3 little dots that we saw a second ago. But it's not actually popping anything up around here. It's from above. What are you? Strains? Discoloration, strong chlorine smell.
Disinfected frequently.
Alright, so we should be able to go inside of our Mind Palace now and connect the dots. Or not. I was thinking since we found 3 evidence it would work.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
Alright, so we got a barrel. I mean, the big door opens.
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Alright, so we almost have all the evidence.
Crates we found in London. I should take a closer look.
Ooh. Scratches and broken nails. Someone was probably in the box.
Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out. A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident.
Okay, so someone was buried alive.
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell.
Got another bottle.
I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water.
Hole.
Kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
But what else are we missing here? Oh.
This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Okay, so we got an Englishman. Stretcher, we can't do anything with that. You tell me it comes all the way up here and there's like nothing that you can actually do? I figured this would be like a little shortcut, or you look out the window or something cool happens. Wait, so you're supposed to run up to these and snap? Okay, so that's the person taking the board off. This is kind of cool. I didn't realize the concentration thing. That's why it kept popping up. I was sitting there thinking that, you know, you're supposed to use like the mind balance and put it together. No, no, no. You're piecing together evidence and then you get to see it. What aren't I seeing? Okay, so they hop out. What? We got something from the first one that we missed. Alright, so hold on. You need to do this in the correct order. They're all walking. The guy comes over and beats everybody. Then they have to carry them out. Now those are it for those 3 clues. You skip that one, come over here to the corner. They pull the box out, they come over here. Inspect the cargo. Alright, so hold on. So that'd be the middle one for you.
The carriages were backed through these doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. But all the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Nice!
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
Okay, so we have to find a hidden door in the cells. Welded shut. So if we didn't have this little clue here up top, that never would have appeared, because we've walked over that area several times. Is there anything inside of here that we missed? Okay, we got something over here in the corner. Scratches.
Something has been moved through here.
Smell of
Seems
oil.
to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Alright, so hold on. Let's go back into the Mind Palace. Maybe we have the stuff to figure it out. All we got is the note, but we can also scroll through this. We got observations. So we know that there's secrets here. We got a working dumbwaiter. That's probably going to be connected down to the bottom below. Patient hates the guards. And that's kind of everywhere. Let's see here. Heidi? I mean, she might know, but Gerda's testimony would probably be a little bit better. Okay, so we got 2 of them. So our infiltration, we know there's a dumbbell waiter. We just need the 3rd one. Alright, so we got 2 of the 3. Seems like Gerda's going to be like the main eyewitness here, so maybe if we do something for her, it'll work out better for us. So let's come back inside of our evidence here and try to pin something with her on there. See if maybe talking to her will do something different. Because it has Gerda knows more. Could know more.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
How to open the door?
I found Hell's Door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
Alright, so we need to figure out a way to pair her. Well, the doll was found in this room. So we need 2 buttons, thread, glue, and nails. So every single time your book gets updated, make sure you come back into it to repin the evidence. That way the next thing will be added to the list. So now we'll be able to use the stuff inside the room. Okay, so we can make adhesive. We got nails. Slightly rusted. It'll be fine. Although she could use this to escape. But is that it? So we were originally inside this room, which is where we found the doll. We assumed there'd be stuff here. We didn't have the thing fully pinned, which is why it didn't actually pop up. Now magically there's long thread. Oh, and the loose buttons. Which are probably from her anyways. Alright, so we don't need to expand that because I know for a fact that is all the items on the list. We have the 2. Now this is the next 2. Here you go, Heidi.
Help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
What?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
What should I talk to Heidi about? Probably the door.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again!
Okay, so that was right. I was kind of guessing because I was kind of worried about that. But it looks like it's working up top. So we just need the last clue. So it might be from Professor Becker because that's the only one that actually mentions Gerda again. Alright, so this is the only other one that actually mentions Gerda, so we're going to go with this. We accept.
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could, but then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
but you said
And now I say tell him!
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when you people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Alright guys, that's Squeeze for today. If you guys enjoyed, would like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.